Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be showing you guys some Master League battles with this new team, including Togekiss, Aggron, and Torterra. So Togekiss is in the front. Since Master League doesn't have Premier Cup, there may be Giratina or Dialga Dragonite counters, and then the main thing that counters Togekiss would be fire types. So I did throw in the Aggron with double moves and Torterra in the back to counter water types for Aggron. So we do get a pretty good 4-win. So watch to the end to see that. And if you guys haven't already, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. For the first gun, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Tyranitar. He does have Rock Throw, but Fairy types or Charm just does so much more damage than Rock Throw. Both of us are doing super effective damage against each other. I am going to throw in a shield right here. I may be able to get the attack before him if I tap fast enough, and I do. He has 1 HP and I do get the farm down. I do have Flamethrower ready, and it does allow me to see his next Pokemon, which is Zapdos. So that is really nice for us, since I will be able to swap out into Aggron without having to worry about the swap cooldown. We do see him throwing a shield right there. We do get a few charms off before we do go down, and I will swap back out into Aggron. I will be doing super effective damage while he is doing neutral damage against us. I may just be able to go for the farm down right here. It is only Ancient Power. Ancient Power, I double resist. Since Ancient Power is a rock type, charge move rock types will be doing not very effective damage against both metal types and rock types. So I am just rock throwing him down and getting that really good farm down against him. So one more hit until he finally does go down, and both my double charge moves are almost done. So I did use double charge moves on Aggron since it was really cheap, and Aggron is a pretty strong Pokemon. We do see him swap back out into Mewtwo though, and I will swap back out into Torterra. I do know that I could have just stuck the one-on-one against Aggron and Mewtwo, since psychic types will be doing not very effective damage against metal types. I do know that Mewtwo will have Ice Beam. Oh, he did throw in a Flamethrower. Just watch out for Ice Beams and Flamethrowers against Mewtwo's, since people have a lot of Mewtwo's now. But yeah, I do end up farming down his Mewtwo, and it does allow me to get that first gun with good game to my opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Melmetal, so this is a really bad start for us, since he will be doing super effective damage while I will be doing not very effective damage. Melmetal is a metal type Pokemon, so he does counter all of my Pokemon, and that is why I did swap back out into Torterra, since I do have Sandtomb. Sandtomb is a ground type charge move. Ground types are super effective against metal types. I am going to throw in the Sandtomb on that Mewtwo, get that defense debuff, and try to go for the farm down. I am going to throw in a shield right here, since I do want to preserve my Torterra's health. It is a Side Strike. Side Strike does do so much damage in general, even if it is super effective, not very effective, or neutral. So I am not going to shield this right here, and I am going to take the hit. That was really strong against us, but I do get a pretty good farm down. I am super close to that Sandtomb. If he does swap out into Metal, that would be really good, but he does swap back out into Leafeon. Leafeon is an only grass type Pokemon, meaning the Sandtomb will be doing not very effective damage, but he does get a defense debuff off of it. So I am going to swap out into Togekiss and get ahead on my Flamethrower for my Togekiss. Since Flamethrower is a fire type charge move, fire types will be doing super effective damage against metal types. He does throw in a Leaf Blade right here. I'm not going to shield anything from that Leafeon. And now, so my opponent does make a swap out into Melmetal. Melmetal is an only metal type Pokemon, and Togekiss cannot go up against that, since metal types are super effective against fairy types, and fairy types are not very effective against metal types. Melmetal can learn Thunderbolt and Rock Slide. Those both moves will do super effective damage against Togekiss. So I do make a swap out into Aggron and try to get those attacks off, like my charge move, since he does have 2 shields left. I do want to get as much charge moves off as possible, so my Togekiss can maybe come out and use that flamethrower on him. So sadly, we do not have any more. I am going to throw in a shield and try to do more damage with my fast moves, since Charm will just do no damage at all against him. I am going to tank every hit from that Sunday Shock. And one more hit until I got that heavy slam. He might have shielded that, and it did allow my Togekiss to come out. Sadly, he does throw in a Thunderbolt. It does phase my Aggron. My final Pokemon is the Togekiss. I cannot go for the farm down. He does have 1 shield left. That flamethrower will not kill him. He does throw in a Thunderbolt or a Rock Slide right here, and it does phase my Togekiss, allowing me to lose that second round. Good game to my opponent. For the 3rd round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Dragonite. So Dragonite is a flying and dragon type Pokemon. Fairy types are super effective against dragon types, so this is a really good start for us. He is barely doing any damage, and my opponent does actually go AFK for a second, but he does not. He does swap out into a Mewtwo. Mewtwo does have Psychic or Confusion as his fast move. He is doing some pretty good neutral damage against us, since Psychic types will be doing neutral damage against Togekiss. I am going to throw in 1 shield right here, since I do already have Flamethrower charged up, and my Togekiss does still have good health. So 1 more hit, and he does not get that last Confusion off. He does swap back out into Glaceon. So Glaceon is a only Ice type Pokemon. That means that my Aggron will fully counter him, since Rock types are super effective against Ice types, and Metal types are super effective against Ice types. Ice types will also do not very effective damage against both Rock and Metal types. So he does have Icy Wind as his charge move. Icy Wind is an attack debuff. He does get another Icy Wind off. There is no need to shield it here, since once again I do double resist Ice types with my Aggron. Another Icy Wind does go through. One more Rock throw, and he does go down. My Aggron is pretty low, and my Togekiss has barely any HP. His final Pokemon is a Dragonite. Dragonite is 1 HP to that Togekiss. He will once again do barely any damage to my Togekiss before my Togekiss does wipe him out. I will swap out into my Togekiss, go for 1 more hit, and it does allow me to get that 3rd round win. Good game to my opponent. For the 4th round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Gyarados. If he does have Dragon Breath, that will be really good for us, since once again Dragon types will be doing very effective damage against Fairy types. He does have Waterfall as his fast move. Waterfall is a pretty strong water move for Gyarados, so he is doing pretty good damage against my Togekiss. He has been farming long, so this might be a Crunch or Outrage or Twister. Both would do not very effective damage against us. I am still going to win this, even though he did use a charge move on us. He is 1 HP, and he does not get another charge move off. I am going to throw in the Flamethrower. He does swap out into Rhyperior, and that is really good for us, since that gives us the opening to swap out into Torterra. Torterra will be doing super effective damage against him, since Grass types are super effective against Ground and Rock types, allowing me to be doing double super effective damage. We also do resist Rock type charge moves with Torterra. This may be a superpower or a surf. It does not matter. Torterra is a really bulky Pokemon, and he was a superpower. He did get both an attack and defense debuff. I did get it also a really good farm down. He does swap out into Metagross. This defense debuff will be doing so much damage against him. Debuff charge moves will probably be doing not very effective damage, not very effective damage. It will be doing barely any damage, but Sand Tomb is will be doing super effective damage against Metagross, since Ground types are super effective against Metal types. I am going to throw in the shield right here, since I do also have another Sand Tomb charged up. This will probably get him to halfway, even more. He does have 0 shield left. Once again, this will be doing super effective damage and also giving him a defense debuff. So he did get to red health, and he does still faint my Torterra, which is okay because I can swap out into my full health Aggron and farm him down. This will be doing, even though Aggron with Roxo will be doing not very effective damage, she has no health as you guys can see, and it does allow me to win that third round. Good game to my opponent. Alright guys, for the fifth and final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Empoleon. So this is not a good start for us, since Empoleon does have access to Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon is such a strong water type move, and it is also really spammy. Togekiss will be doing not very effective damage, since Empoleon is a mix of both water and metal types. And fairy types is once again not very effective against metal types. So I am going to throw in the Flamethrower right here. I do know that he can learn Drill Peck. Drill Peck is a grass type fast move. Oh no, charge move. I mean grass type, flying type charge move. And flying types will be super effective against grass types, so that is why I did not swap out into Torterra. He does swap out into Clavable, and that does give me an opening to swap out into Aggron, since fairy types are once again not very effective against metal types. So he is 1 HP. He does get another charge move off. I'm not going to shield, since fairy types are not very effective against metal types, and it barely did any damage. So he does swap out into his final Pokemon, which is Emboar. So Emboar is a fighting and fire type Pokemon, making Rock Throw do neutral damage against him. I am going to have to shield here, since Torterra cannot go up against him. Fire types are super effective against grass types, but not very effective against fire types are super effective against grass types, and grass types are not very effective against fire types. So both of us are 1 HP. I am going to throw in another shield, since once again my Torterra could not go up against him. So it does throw in a Rock Slide right there, which is okay. I did shield that, and my Aggron does finish him off with a Rock Throw. That does allow me to win the 5th round. Good game to my opponent. Alright guys, so that will actually be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on. Comment down below what you guys think of this team and Aggron. I know that I haven't used Aggron, but I did try it. I did try it, since Aggron's double charge moves were really cheap. It was only like 10,000. But once again, please consider dropping a like, subscribing if you guys haven't already. And with that being said, see you guys in the next one.